What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of That Boy ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Mortal Kombat, and the Takeda patch is live, so I'm here to bring y'all the patch notes. But before we get into this, just know down in the comments, I will leave the link to the full patch notes in the post, just for you guys to go ahead and check them out, as I'm only going to be going over the main fighters and Kameo Fighter updates, but there are a lot of general fixes and things for invasions and whatnot for you guys to check. So go ahead and click that link for the full patch notes, man. But let's get into these upgrades for these fighters, man. So we got the main fighters. We start with Baraka. Baraka Barrage third hit now has 11 more frames of hit advantage. And they improved auto-facing on air death spin and air enhanced death spin final hit. For Geras, slow down, recovers 9 frames faster on hit and 4 frames faster on block/miss. Slow down has 10 more frames of hit advantage when the opponent is hit from behind. And they fixed rare situations with fixed point not providing any health restoration when the opponent is hit out of certain attacks, man. So big improvements there to Geras, and the auto-correcting, the improved auto-facing on the death spin for Baraka is also well needed, man. Now, for Havik, they fixed an animation issue during Brutality Victory. They fixed missing sound effects when Neoplasm is blocked. For Kenshi, they fixed Ancestor being able to be hit by the following projectiles after they have disappeared. Those are Melina's Straight Side, Melina Loci, Asura's Heaven's Beacon, and Reptile's Force Ball. For Kitana, Edenian Dance has increased hit advantage on the first 3 hits. So really here there's some changes, minor changes, nothing too serious. But here we go with the first big changes, as we got Li Mei, who got increased walk speed, got a new attack called Rising Sun, which was added. Forces of Light moves further forward. Seeking Sanctuary moves further forward. Double Palm Cancel frame is 1 frame earlier. Nova Blast starts up 3 frames faster. And they fixed Fatal Blow hitting certain cameos causing an incorrect hit animation. So Li Mei was our first character with huge updates. So we got to see, and I know all you Li Mei fans are happy as hell right now. Now we got Liu Kang. Dragon's Tail first hit has 28 more frames of hit advantage. Right there, that's pretty good, nothing too special. Now, the second character with big changes, we got Nitara. Her Air Dark Plunge now does a ground bounce hit reaction and has up block vulnerability. The Air Enhanced Dark Plunge has 20 more frames of block stun with more pushback, 10 more frames of block stun on Flawless Block, and has up block vulnerability. Bloody Bolt can no longer be canceled into air specials on block or miss. Bloody Bolt and Enhanced Bloody Bolt projectile first no longer causes stumble animations when blocked. Enhanced Bloody Bolt now has an additional hit during projectile startup, had its damage adjusted, and can no longer be canceled into air specials on block or miss. Her Air Dash lands now allowed buffered basic attacks, and Enhanced Leap of Faith can now be canceled 3 frames earlier, man. So all y'all Nitara mains, y'all are eating, but hey, it's well needed, as she was considered one of the worst in the game. So I'm glad that we're buffing up these low characters, man. But on to the next one, as we got Raiden. They fixed Fatal Blow hitting certain cameos causing an incorrect hit animation. For Reptile, they fixed buffs lingering after air falling feigns cancel is performed without invisibility active, man. So right there for the Reptile mains, hey, y'all just got something taken away, a little cheesy thing, but hey, it's all right. It's all good. Now, for Scorpion, Sidekick now has 9 more frames of hit advantage. First 2 hits of Sweeping Scorpion Tail now hit mid and can be 2-in-1 canceled into special moves. Enhanced Flame Port recovers 7 frames faster and no longer enables auto block the first time in a combo. Fatal Blow hit region sized increase when opponent is in a combo. They fixed visual effects from Enhanced Devouring Flame lingering during brutalities, man. So, big changes actually to Scorpion as well. Hey, I don't know what it is, but I've been seeing a lot more Scorpions lately, so I'm pretty sure this is only going to increase his play rate. But we all for it. Now, for Sindel, They fixed cartwheel using incorrect animation when it is up blocked. And they adjusted animation during startup of royal dismissal. For smoke, the enhanced vicious vapors into vicious vapors cancel recovers 5 frames faster. Man, that's only going to make him even more annoying. But okay. Now, we got Sub-Zero. Heavy Toe has 2 more frames of hit advantage. Ice Clone has an increased hit region and significantly increased hit region when opponent is in a combo. Deadly Vapors no longer enables auto block the first time in a combo. And they fixed Ice Clone charge hit region lingering after connecting with one character. So big changes to his Ice Clone, so that's only going to make Sub-Zero that much better. And we got Tanya. They no longer consider airborne during part of her animation for back throw. So very minimal change there. Didn't even know that she was considered airborne, but okay. Now we got Omni-Man. Fatal Blow first hit no longer causes stumble animation when blocked. And they fixed Invisible Rush overhead using incorrect animation when it is up blocked. For Quan, they added a new attack, best foot forward, best foot backward. They fixed incorrect pushback against concerned opponent and missed visual effects during throw escape. And for Peacemaker, they fixed incorrect pushback against cornered opponents and missed visual effects during throw escape. So minor changes there, except for Quan, who got him a new attack. And for right here, you can now get the correct animations on Omni-Man. Now for Ermac, they fixed Fatal Blow, causing Ermac to be briefly throw immune after the attack misses. And they fixed animation during Brutality Victory, man. So nothing too special right there. Now, a big change here. We all knew it was coming, but we got Homelander. Air Diabolical Dash into Grounding Fist can no longer be canceled on block. Diabolical Dash into Hovering Impact has 6 more frames of recovery. Fixed second and third hit of Fatal Blow, not breaking armor. They fixed an issue that allowed flight attacks to be performed repeatedly after an opponent has been defeated. They fixed rare bug that could cause Homelander to have a lingering momentum if God Complex in the air is performed at specific timing as flight duration ends. They fixed rare bug that could cause flight to persist if winning a round under certain conditions. They fixed 2-in-1 cancel still sometimes being possible after a flight attack was up blocked. They adjusted camera when blast off is used. They fixed lingering sound effects when laser attacks are interrupted during startup. And they fixed audio issues when performing a practice reset after connecting Homelander's Hear No Evil. So big changes to Homelander, but we all knew this was coming as he was almost banned from competition. But I'm glad that they're here addressing a lot of these things. So now let's see how he performs after these changes. But now we on to these Kameo Fighters, and I'm gonna let y'all know this is probably gonna be the most exciting part as we have multiple big changes here. So let's start with Cyrax. Cyrax can now move while holding self-destruct. Main fighter will no longer take damage if Cyrax is hit while holding self-destruct. Cyrax will drop his bomb if he is hit while holding self-destruct. Self-destruct explosion hit region increased and has 1 more active frame. Chopper Copter can now choose to direct the opponent being hit to fly towards or away. Horizontal Chopper Copter now has a white glow on Cyrax when it is executed. And they fixed Horizontal Copter Chopper sometimes being able to be performed while cameos are disabled, man. So big changes to Cyrax. Let's see if this brings him back into the meta, man, because these sound pretty good as changes here. Now, we got Darrius. New follow-up attack Ground Invitational can be performed by holding down during heel turn. New follow-up attack Army of 2 can be performed by pressing flip stance during heel turn. Double Dagon Kick now drains 1 bar of super meter from opponent when it hits. Twister Kicks, when done as a follow-up to the double whammy, refills cameo meter with each hit. Jump cancel after the double whammy hits can be performed by holding up. The double whammy hit reaction gravity has been adjusted. Twister Kicks first 2 hits no longer cause stumble animation when blocked. And they fixed a rare issue that could cause a specific sequence of attacks using volley ballistic to move Darrius to an unintended location. So big changes on Darrius. I rarely see him unless someone's playing Reiko, and even then, it's only a 50-50 chance. So let's see how this brings Darrius into the meta, or if it does at all. But let's keep it going as Frost. They added a new move called Ice Wall, and they fixed several visual issues that could occur when forward throw brutality. And for Goro, they increased recharge rate of Punch Walk. Raise the Roof can now be canceled into Dead Weight or Punch Walk before the attack is performed. Punch Walk can now be canceled into Dead Weight or Shokin Stomp after any of the punches. Shokin Stomp now has a white glow on Goro when it is executed. And fixed Shokan Stomp sometimes being able to be performed while cameos are disabled. So these Goro changes are big as well. I tried to actually use Goro with Raiden because it's actually a pretty good combo. But now I got to see how people do these cancels and see if it's something I want to learn, man, because I might actually switch to them. But let's keep it going as we got Jax. They reduced recharge rate of Energy Wave, and it now recovers 10 frames faster on block or miss. For Kung Lao, Away We Go will no longer interact with the player who is in hit reaction. And for Motaro, Centurion Warp will no longer interact with the player who is in hit reaction. Centurion Warp can be directed to different ranges after grabbing his partner and slightly increase meter refill delay. Inflatable Charge now has armor. And fixed rare issue, which would cause the background to remain darkened longer than intended when charged is interrupted after use during Homelander's flight. So again, Motaro, big changes. Let's see how this goes, because a lot of people use Motaro, so I can't wait to see how these changes affect that. For Scorpion, they added new move Aura of Flame. For Sektor, activate homing now fires 2 missiles instead of 1. Up Rocket starts up 5 frames faster, has different hit reaction, and has a bigger hit region when opponent is in a combo. When Flamethrower is blocked or misses, players can choose to not perform second hit by holding away Kameo button. Activate homing now has a white glow on Sektor when it is executed. And they fixed active homing sometimes being able to be performed while cameos are disabled, man. So Sektor is another one getting big changes. Like I said, I'm happy for this update. I hope that it changes a lot of these cameos and we start seeing a lot more variety. Now we got Shujinko. Shujinko will no longer take double damage during specific window of Homelander's flight air laser. They fixed Mimic, delay ground laser eyes during Homelander mirror match counting as a flight cancel when used during a combo. They fixed a Mimic for the delayed ground laser eyes having incorrect momentum if repeatedly jumping over the opponent. And they fixed an issue with Shujinko performing Sub-Zero Slide, having an incorrect animation if hitting opponent that has Tremor's Crystal Armor active. Now, that's a lot of changes for Shujinko, but I'm pretty sure we still won't see him that much. But we got Sub-Zero. They fixed Cold Shoulder, sometimes being able to be performed while cameos are disabled. Now, Khameleon. This is going to be big, I think. So, Khameleon. Fan Lift will no longer interact with the player who is in hit reaction. So that is crazy right there. If Khameleon is hit before Glaive returns, it will no longer return regardless of the main fighter blocking. That's what's up. Side Toss has 30 more frames of vulnerability to attacks. Roll has 18 more frames of vulnerability to attacks on hit or miss. Wow. Glow has 44 more frames of vulnerability to non-projectile attacks. Glaive has 9 more frames of vulnerability to attacks. Fan Toss has 45 frames of vulnerability to attacks. And Fan Lift has 29 more frames of vulnerability to attacks, man. So basically, it's just making her way more vulnerable to use. She's leaving her way more vulnerable. So I guess now it'll be a lot more easier to punish her. And I don't know. We'll see if this will drop her out or not. But I'm pretty sure certain players like Sub-Zero will still definitely be using her. Now, Janet Cage. They fixed an issue with stunt double lingering when Sindel hits opponent's cameo with enhanced Queen's Command. So nothing big there. And for the last, we got Motaro. And for him, they got best feet forward and then drop now have a maximum height they can be performed at. So we will see how that changes if it does at all. But there we go, as this is all the changes to all the fighters in the game. The cameos really got love. We've been begging for it, and NRS has delivered. We now got to see how this cameo meta is going to change. And I love the fact for the main roster, they went out and boosted a lot of the lower ranked characters, man. We got to love it. I think this update is going to definitely change the game, man. But this has been another Patch Notes video for y'all. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at ThatBoyETV. Nah. Catch you on the next one, baby. I'm out. Peace.